I want to talk for a minute about the objects for which the website is named primary coil. This is a primary coil. In electrical engineering, primary coil refers to the first coil in a transformer, the input coil, and then the induced coil, the coil from which the current and voltage leave the transformer, is called the secondary coil. In this context, primary coil means literally first coil, the child's first coil. You can see how simple this is. It's a plastic bobbin with a hole drilled through the center and a mini wooden dowel slid through that hole. Then we have magnet wire, which is a lacquer-coated wire wrapped around the bobbin so that each of the coils is insulated from the one next to it, and then brought out, and you sand the lacquer off the wire once it's out of the bobbin, and then you wrap it around the dowel as tightly as you can, and you fix it on the end with a little bit of epoxy so it won't come unwound. Then you sanded the lacquer off, so this entire thing is a live contact surface. In this form, the primary coil is the rotor of a motor, and you can see that in detail on the motor page. The black stripe, by the way, can be either a permanent marker or an acrylic paint, and it serves as putting an insulator back on the wire that you've stripped, so that as the coil spins, the electrical contact is broken by the insulator, the magnetic field collapses, the rotor coasts through that point and then picks up current again, and the field is reestablished, and the rotor is pushed again and continues to spin. So that's the primary coil as the rotor of a motor. This is a primary coil as an electromagnet. Again, you wrap the magnet wire around the bobbin, you bring the leads out the top, and then in this instance what you do is you take the wire and you literally sew it into an adjustable Velcro strap, and then you scrape the lacquer off the wire here on the outside. So that when the child puts her fingers in, these are finger switches, when the child puts her fingers in, she's then able, with emphasis on the pincer grasp, to squeeze these contacts onto the ends of a battery, energizing the coil and turning it into an electromagnet. So it puts the child in the circuit, she literally becomes the switch. And there you have it. That's the primary coil as an electromagnet. The point that I want to make here is that this little item, primary coil, is, in terms of our electromechanical and electronic culture, as important as the lever or the wheel, or for that matter, fire. This gives the child an experience of the intersection of magnetic field and electrical current. Child needs to know about this right from the get-go. This is a primary lesson. This is a primary coil.